Commuter is one of the most underrated films that we got so far in the year of 2018. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop927. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time again. I'm gonna go ahead and do another top 3 list that nobody has never done before. And this top 3 list is going to be pretty darn interesting to me. And yes, I will admit, ladies and dudes, I decided to rewatch this movie again. And, I think for the 5th time, if I remember right. Yeah, I seen this movie for the 5th time. And I got something in my head something that might be interesting for all of you to know. Okay, for today's video, I really want to do for today is my top 3 most reason why that I love The Commuter. Because there's something very interesting about this film that all of you should have known of from the very beginning when this movie did came out, so around January of 2018. There is 3 cool, interesting things you gotta know about this movie. Something that I began to realize right away. So yeah, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 3 most reason why that I frickin' love this movie called The Commuter. Just 3 important things and 3 important things only. So, let's get this started. Coming at number 3. Finally getting rid of the cigarette problems. Okay, if you remembered all 3 of the films that I had a problem with, for all 3 of the Liam Neeson films I did see, from Non-Stop to Third Person and A Roll All Night, it's those awful cigarette problems. And I'm sick and tired of seeing a good Liam Neeson movie, well, since one of them is bad. There is gonna be a scene here and there where one of Liam Neeson's characters did smoke a cigarette. And I'm sick and tired of seeing our greatest actor of all time smoking those terrible cigarettes. One of the most ugly tobacco things of all time that does kill people. Destroying their bodies, their health, and something that's inside of us that we got to protect, like our heart, our liver, our something from our limbs, whatever. I'm just sick and tired of seeing the old great mighty Liam Neeson doing one of those movies here and there that involves a cigarette. Well, thanks to Commuter, I think the director finally learned his lesson that I think it's not a good idea to give Liam Neeson another character who smokes cigarettes. And I'm so darn happy they finally got rid of that problem at long last, because we don't want to damage Liam Neeson's health any longer. We gotta keep his healthy body alive at all costs. Well, for what he looks like right now in the film, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm so darn happy that this Michael doesn't smoke cigarettes at all. He's a great non-smoker. He doesn't smoke those ugly cigarettes at all the way through to this movie, and that is a very good point to this film. So yeah, finally getting rid of the ugly cigarette problem deserves to be at number 3. Coming at number 2, well, thanks to the director, the producers, the screenwriters, whoever these people are, they finally gave Liam Neeson a much better Michael character. And I'm so darn happy that this Michael is 10 times better than that other Michael that came from Third Person. If you guys pay attention to my movie review of Third Person, one of the worst Liam Neeson films of all time, there is too many flaws that I found with this terrible, awful character that Liam Neeson did play. And thanks to that idiot Paul Haggis, it was Paul Haggis' fault for destroying Liam Neeson's career just a little bit. Giving him such a terrible character who is nothing but a cowardly novelist. He ran away from home for a very bad reason. He left his wife for no reason about what happened to his son when his son did die in a swimming pool. And also, he wastes too much time on that dumb A-word whore named Anna. Yep, that's one of the worst Michaels we have ever seen in Liam Neeson history. And yes, it is true, an interesting fun fact, that Liam Neeson did play 5 different Michael characters in 5 different Liam Neeson movies. Sally, I only know 3 of them. I don't know about the other 2. I know Michael Collins from Michael Collins and Michael from Third Person, and also this Michael from The Commuter. So, Sally, I only know those 3. I don't know about the other 2. And yes, Michael was based by Liam Neeson's son. You know, his eldest son. That was kind of surprising to me, too. But, yep. Thanks to this movie, and thanks to those people who worked so hard on this film, they finally fixed Liam Neeson's character at long last. Something that involves all the main problems that we got from Third Person. So yeah, this Michael character is so much better. At least he had a good storyline, he has a great personality, great attitude, he's a cool action hero character. He is a very good happily secretly married, well, no, not happily secretly married, but he is a happy married man. He does love his son very much, and he'll do the best he can to get all the money that he needs so his son can go to college and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm so darn happy they finally fixed this character at long last, and they finally gave Liam Neeson a much better Michael character that we will never forget in movie history. So yeah, finally fixing the problems that came from Third Person and give Liam Neeson a much better Michael character that we will never forget in movie history. It deserves to be at number 2. And finally, my number 1 most reason why that I truly love Commuter the most. Something that will surprise you all. This is the reason why this movie is pretty darn underrated to me. So for number 1 of the reason why that I love The Commuter the most, and you guys need to pay attention to this film very carefully, it does have a couple of hidden Easter eggs. Yes, it's the Easter eggs got me hooked on this movie the most. There is so many hidden Easter eggs to be found in this movie. Like a couple of references, maybe like a couple of the posters, or something that came from Liam Neeson's most previous films here and there, and a couple of things that involves Liam Neeson's things that involves in his real life. You know, there is some parts that involves his real life, like he did say something that he was 60 years of age. He did say something like that in a couple of interviews here and there. He does wear glasses in real life. That is true. He does wear glasses every time he has to read one of the scripts for his films. And yes, well, pay attention to this movie and you'll find out why I freaking love this film so much. There is going to be a couple hidden Easter eggs here and there that you have to pay attention to, and you know, something that's kind of familiar to you. Oh yeah, another thing that might be familiar for this movie is there's going to be a couple of scores here and there that came from some of the previous Liam Neeson films here and there, if you guys know what I mean. So anyway, the hidden Easter eggs deserves to be the number 1 most reason why that I love The Commuter the most. And yes, The Commuter deserves to be one of the next underrated films that the old Grey and my Liam Neeson have ever made so far in movie history. So anyway, ladies and dudes, those are my top 3 most important reasons why that I love this movie called The Commuter. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most important reason why that you love this movie so darn much? Well, not just because of the action scenes or Liam Neeson's performance or, well, something very important that you like the most about this movie. Well, you know me. Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know, and join me next time for my next videos to come. I got a whole lot of ideas in my head, if you know what I mean. So anyway, be prepared for my next videos to come, and I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.